I don't think I've ever been in this kind of situation where I have so many paintings that are unfinished. I need to accept that maybe these creative things come in cycles. I just feel like if I start to try to sell it, it won't sell. Doing these vlogs is only for me. That's all I can do. Because like without these vlogs, I wouldn't have gotten so far with all of my art. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have so many paintings that are unfinished or I haven't made the decision that they're finished, so I would like to go through some of them today and definitely not start anything new before I finish some of these. It's been 3 weeks since my previous vlog. After that vlog, I have been feeling a little bit better about the spring, but with that has come the fact that I'm not waking up as early because of the light in the evenings, and that in turn means that I have not been doing as much art. I also returned to work. I was not working for a bit there, so the last 3 weeks have been a little bit tiring. So if I seem tired, it's because I am tired. Let's have a little bit of a look at what I've been working on, and like, because they're all unfinished. So I don't think I've ever been in this kind of situation where I have so many paintings that are unfinished. So yeah, let's have a look. You see, yeah, I've just had them there for the past 3 weeks. Okay, maybe I'll start by moving Latte's million toys. She is a very, very spoiled girl. Oh my god, you know what? I think I'm just so tired that I can't stand while doing this. So I'm gonna bring them here. Sorry, like I'm trying to, with these vlogs, like sometimes do like different point of view, so it's not always just me sitting here. But today I don't have the energy if I want to do this. So we're gonna stay here. Sorry. First I have this one that I was working on my last vlog. Okay, I said I'm gonna sit down, but then I don't sit down. Okay, because this is too big. Okay, that's the wrong way around. But I have worked on it a little bit, like it looks better in my opinion. But I haven't made a decision that it's done. Like I don't know if it's done. I need to really critically look at it. Okay, the rest of these are smaller, so I can sit down. I have the one that I showed you also last time. I haven't done like anything to this. I don't know what to do to it. And like the problem with these like unfinished paintings is always like they are made in a specific moment in my life when I'm feeling a specific thing, and then if I don't get it finished, you know, it changes the painting's kind of what it's about. And that's sometimes okay, but for example like this one, it's very specifically that one feeling that I had at that specific point of time. So I don't want to make any like large big changes to this anymore, because it's like the problem that I have with this is that it doesn't feel balanced to me. So I think it's because this shape here ended up being in kind of the wrong spot. So it just feels like I need balance somehow here. I would very carefully need to try to bring some of this color here, I think, and then I think it's gonna be done. So hopefully that's gonna be somewhat easy to finish. Oh my god, there's like dust on this. It's only been 3 weeks. It feels like I haven't been doing any art for 3 years. After my spring depression, I got a sudden kind of burst of energy, and you can see it in these paintings that I'm gonna show you next. They're very bright. You know, I kind of just really want this to be finished as it is. But then I can't get this voice of my like art teachers away from my head saying that it's not finished, that it's not good enough. Art school and art courses, they're great, but then I just don't know when it's time to stop. I still sometimes can't trust my own intuition when it comes to these things, because I would like this to be finished, but I can see that there's like too much bareness somewhere here. Like there's only one layer of paint in some points, and then I can't stop my art teacher in the back of my brain saying like, oh, you should make it more rich or whatever. So I don't know if it's done or not. Like I would like it to be. This is about, I'm going on a cruise in the States next year called Holiday from Rio, and when I booked the ticket, or when I found the cruise, I kind of felt really happy. So this is kind of like a Caribbean sun, listening to my favorite band, which is Floor. in the Caribbean sun. So like with this one as well, like it's a very specific moment in my life 3 weeks ago, and I don't want to change it too much. So it's always a bit of a problem. I'm trying to be quick with this so it doesn't take the whole vlog, but I made so much art in such a short time and then I just stopped again. So it's like, and I haven't felt that burning need to paint. Like I had a couple of months or 3 months there when I was like constantly creating, and now I'm kind of like I'm tired. So here's another one. This is kind of different. It has a bit of a felt detail, and this one was a moment when I agreed to see a friend for brunch and we're gonna watch like Barbie movies. So that's what this was about. And with this one as well, like, isn't it done? Like, I don't know. It's same problem as with the other one. I can't get my teacher's voice out of my head. I don't know, I kind of like it. Okay, with this one, I would agree with the teacher that it's not done. This one doesn't really have a specific story, so this one is more open to change. I would be more free to do a lot of changes with this one. I love these colors though. Like this last three, I really love the colors. But then I had a friend tell me how they hated the colors. And ever since, I haven't really wanted to work on this. I know that it shouldn't matter when someone tells me they don't like my art, but it was a good friend, so I was sad about it. I need to get over it. But it's different to know something and then actually do it. So yeah. And this is the final one that's unfinished, and this is definitely like unfinished. This is more of the similar style that I early spring. Yeah, I just kind of returned to this style. This is like actually this is less than a week ago. This is a Monday. And I have a very specific theme with this one. It's kind of my parents, going with a stereotypical blue and red, male, female, yin, yang, whatever. So kind of just contemplating on my parents. So yeah, this one is also like more open to change than these three actually. Yeah, the big one as well that I showed you first, it doesn't have specific moment or story, so that one is also more open to change. But then again, like I think it's already like, I don't know what else I would do to it. I guess maybe I just really need to make a decision that it's done. I don't know, but yeah, these three are a bit problematic to finish without making a lot of changes to them. So I think I just need to do like one last session on each and make a decision that that's the last session. It's just finishing touches to get the balance right, and then they're done. So I think that's a good plan for them. And then after that, I'll work on these two, because these two I'm not so worried about these two. Like they're not annoying me because they are so unfinished. And their themes or lack of themes is not so locked in time as it is with these three. One more thing we can do together today is pack this painting, because I have sold this one and I need to send it to the person who bought it. And I already do have like my bubble wrap and my everything is ready. So let's pack this. It'll give me a nice dopamine boost. I actually sold another painting and I sent it to the States, which was really exciting. I have not kind of taken any marketing steps towards selling my work. The paintings that I've sold this spring, these people have reached out to me on Instagram or Blue Sky to buy them, which has been really nice. And like, if you do want any of the paintings you see here, you know, just please do reach out. But yeah, like I said, I haven't done any marketing, because when I started this channel and I started everything, I've already had my coffee. I didn't even wake up that early this morning. I was like, I'm just gonna wake up a little bit earlier than I have so that I can do this before I go work out. And I'm like, I feel like I've climbed a mountain. Anyway, so when I started the channel and kind of decided to come back to art, I promised that I'm not gonna try to make money. I promised that I'm not gonna care about the views on my channel. And it's true that I kept that one promise. I didn't try to make money, but I did, which is... I didn't expect that, and it was so awesome that people have connected with the art that I've been making. But with that came the idea that, oh, then, you know, I might be able to sell these. And with that comes the pressure of opening up the shop and starting to advertise my paintings on Instagram and stuff. And because I'm also a content creator, it just feels in such bad taste for me to put on my Instagram like, sold, painting sold, get your paintings here before they're all sold. These are the thoughts that I have around selling my art. Like I want to do it, but advertising it and marketing it brings a lot of pressure. And then like I just feel like if I start to try to sell it, it won't sell. So yeah, and then because it won't sell, I'm gonna feel bad about it. And in turn, I'm not gonna wanna create art anymore. It's all such a delicate ecosystem that affects my mood and everything. So, but then again, like I'm going on that trip to the States, and it would really help if I sold a few paintings, because I only have to sell like 4 this year, like it's next year. And it would pay for my entire trip. Yeah, just some thoughts about selling my art, but I have sold this and 2 others. Let's pack it. Then I just need to kind of figure out how I send it to... This is just going to Finland, so...
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you would believe in me just like the winners know? Tell me and be honest.
Yeah, I think that's enough packing for Finland. I had a lot more padding and rounds of tape when it went overseas, but yeah, I think this is all good. I just have to figure out the way to get it there and print the thingy for it, but I am gonna try and take this next week so that the person can have it as soon as possible. It feels so good to have gotten that painting packed. I've been meaning to do it for a while, so that's checked from the endless to-do list. I'm glad that I went through those paintings with you guys, because they have just been like sitting there on the floor judging me for a few weeks. So I do feel like I got somewhere, which is good. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about what I mentioned about my 2 promises, not trying to sell art and not caring about my YouTube channel views. So I have indeed failed the second one. Like in my last vlog, I was talking about it. It's very sad that the views are so bad and the click-through rates and everything is so bad. If I start to care about that, it means that I need to stop. And I really just started to care too much. So I think that's also why I have had to kind of not vlog for a little bit. My frustration was even bigger because for that last vlog, I asked for a lot of help from people in my life to watch it. Everything did go up, like the watch time and views and everything, like up, like, I don't know, maybe like 10 more, 20 more than usual, which for my views would be a big percentage. But I didn't get any help from the YouTube algorithm, even if it was doing better. I really don't think it matters at all what I do, because I will always be at the mercy of the algorithm. I really just need to do this for myself and keep reminding myself that it's only for me. It's great if someone watches it, but doing these vlogs is only for me. That's all I can do. Because like without these vlogs, I wouldn't have gotten so far with all of my art, because this is my reflection time. And this is my time when I really think about my art. I feel like I move forward the most with my art practice when I'm vlogging, and that's the most important part. That's what I need to concentrate on. But I don't know, I guess at the same time I am allowed to be annoyed or disappointed, because the fact that, let's say I keep doing this for 10 years and I still get 70 views per video, it stings a bit. I need to be okay with that. I need to be okay with it. like that's most likely what is going to happen. And I think that is what sets one free, like sets me free, is acceptance that no one cares except me. And that's fine. You know, like it's fine. Because I'm not like this art, I'm doing it for myself anyway, or I should be. But it is hard to resist the earthly temptations of money and like wanting to build a community, wanting to have people around, you know. It's hard to resist that and wanting that. I can really only just take it one step at a time, 1 hour at a time, one vlog at a time. And indeed, if I start to care too much, then I need to have a break. I had the same with kind of Instagram. I was looking way too much at story, like who views it and stuff. So I think it's really good just to, if it gets like that, to take a step back, like do something else, and then maybe come back to art. But I'm speaking like I've taken like 3 years off. Or 3 months, and it feels like it. It feels like I have, but I have maybe painted less for only like 2 weeks. Like even after the last vlog, I was painting a lot for another week, so I don't know. But it's possible that this summer I won't be painting as much, or it's possible that I will get another spark and I will be painting all the time. Like I just don't know. I need to really just chill and see what happens. But for today, I think I've done enough. I've done more than I thought I would. Soon I'm gonna go to 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. I'm going to take Lotte for a walk. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to watch some silly show and just chill and try to kind of let myself rest. 1 week later, apparently, when I looked at the calendar, I could have sworn it was like 2 or 3 weeks since I started this vlog. It was 1 week, so there's really like something wrong with me kind of realizing the flow of time at the moment. But anyways, we're back. Today I really want to work on this painting here. What happened this week was I started another painting course just for 1 month in a different institution. I took all of my unfinished paintings to there and talked to the teacher. So I did finish this one. And with this one, it only really needed this line, like these lines here. So after that I felt like it was balanced and done. So I'm really happy that this one is now done, and indeed I didn't need to do any big changes because I didn't want to for this one. Okay, I am sorry if I'm sniffly because that's the allergies. So I'm not sick. I'm allergic to birch tree, and it's ever since yesterday this started. So we're doing something. Yeah. The teacher gave me a really good advice for these two. With these two, I was like, to you, I said like, okay, they're done. Like, I feel like they're done and they just I don't really know what to do and add, and they are very specific to one kind of moment in my life. And she said kind of like, okay, so if you have already accomplished the feeling, like if the feeling is right and you don't feel like you need to add anything different, then, you know, they're done. So, especially the pink one, I'm declaring it done right now. There's only one thing that I don't like about this one. There's like a footprint looking texture here. I was testing out a new palette knife and it gave me this really weird like shoe print looking texture. So I'm still kind of thinking if I want to fix it or not. But then again, because this is kind of like music, Caribbean, dancing and everything, I'm kind of like, the footprint is kind of becoming part of the dancing, you know. So maybe it is done. I will make that decision very soon. But yeah, the pink one is definitely done, and the sensory overload one is done. So we're gonna go and start with this today. I showed this to you last week. I've worked on it a little bit at the course. I do have this kind of challenge that I set for myself. Maybe I shouldn't have. That I don't want to use any white paint because I kind of wanted this to be a bit darker, I guess, but I'm gonna let that go. I will still maybe avoid it, but what I would really want to do is add some of this Naples yellow to it as a contrast, because right now it's all this weird like sky blue and dark blue, kind of like purples and red. So it's my mom and my dad, but I'm thinking that this might be me. I think this might turn from just thinking about my parents to thinking about my parents and me. That's why I think this color might work, and then probably a bit of white too, because I want to contrast me in that way for this painting. Like I said, I've been doing less painting in the last month or 6 weeks or whatever. It's really odd because I just kind of feel like I already gave everything I have this spring. I kind of feel a bit like empty in a creative way. I still kind of want to keep up the practice, but I need to accept that I think maybe these creative things come in waves or in cycles, like everything in my life. And I still kind of want to do it, but for example, I haven't been waking up this couple of past weeks early to do art. And I think that it could be very much in connection to the seasons, like how I create and how much I create. I'm still in a transition stage, like I am already, my mind is now in the spring and kind of getting ready for summer. In the last vlog, my brain was very much still in like the darkness and kind of the winter. So I just don't know how my creativity is going to showing itself during the summer. One kind of other thing is that I seem to also alternate very much between visual arts and then kind of dancing. I do a lot of dance fitness. I don't do like the choreographic, the I don't know, like hip hop and that. I would like to, but expensive. Anyway, I do a lot of body jam. I think I get really into it during spring because I have probably a lot of pent-up energy from having so much light. And then I'm trying not to be so judgmental towards myself because now in the past few weeks I've been like, oh, why aren't you doing art? Why are you not doing art? You know, I'm giving all my energy to my job and instead of giving it to my art. And I don't know, like, why is that wrong though? Like, I created so much from January until March, so I don't know, like, it's my brain is just always making problems.
They say time is a healer, just you wait and see. The problem is for me, I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest, tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter snow? Tell me and be honest, tell me, should I know that you'd be leaving me?
Been working on it for maybe half an hour and I'm quite tired and I think I might stop soon. I'm happy that I've worked on it and it's starting to kind of get there. But I think it's okay that I don't spend like hours and hours on art right now if I don't feel like it. I think it's more important for me to even like slice up that 1 hour or like half an hour to paint at the moment, as long as I get that feeling that I am kind of contributing to it and kind of moving it forward a little bit. I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with the blue I'm using, but I think I just have the bit of the hate with if it's not mixed with anything. But as soon as you mix it with like the Payne's gray or the red, it starts to look really cool. And then like contrast to like a darker background, the unmixed is not too bad either. I'm liking it so far, even if it is kind of a slower process than what it has been this entire spring. Yeah, that's definitely enough activity for today. I'm not sure when the next vlog is coming out. I am really just gonna go with the mood. I'll see if this 1 month painting course is going to kind of inspire me to create a lot again, or if it seems like now is kind of time to concentrate on other things. And I am trying my best to accept whatever it may be, what happens. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!